All right, everybody, welcome to our live webinar. Thank you so much for hopping on. As always, we want to start with our gratitude and appreciation that you would share some of your time with us. Your time is definitely your most valuable commodity in life, and you're giving us a sliver of it tonight. We don't take that for granted. We do try to keep this presentation to half an hour. Sometimes it goes about 40 minutes, but we will really try to be really on point there. Come as you are. We are we're a very chill group. We are real people with real lives, messy houses sometimes, loud dogs sometimes, kids that interrupt sometimes. And that's part of the reality and part of the beauty of our business. And so like Tammy's in her car, it's just the reality. And so, come as you are. So what we always say on our team calls, come as you are. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself really quickly, and then we're going to kick off our presentation. So my name is Ellen. I'm one of 4 coaches on Team Play Hard that'll be leading this presentation tonight, but we are quite a large organization. We are a motley crew. You'll see a little microcosm of that motley crew with just the 4 of us, but our team is all types of sizes, shapes, personality types, socioeconomic backgrounds, skin colors, ages, body size, body shapes. We're just a different group. So I hope that that encourages you. So I'm feeling really sentimental about this particular webinar tonight because today is June 28th. And I know that doesn't necessarily mean anything to you guys off the top, but I joined this opportunity basically this exact time of year 5 years ago. It was the 4th of July weekend, which we're heading into, and I chalk this up to God, but whatever, maybe you would chalk it up to the universe. I believe that God threw me a life raft. I'd been praying for a long time about asking for help. We were drowning financially. We were losing our house. We were filing bankruptcy. By the way, both those things did end up happening, losing the house, filing bankruptcy. And I needed to work. I didn't have a degree. I didn't graduate college. I got married. I had kids. I started teaching fitness classes. So I had 3 little kids at the time. They're now practically out of the house. So I just despaired of how I could contribute financially. We were in financial crisis. I was willing to work. I was motivated to work. I did not have skills. I did not have working skills. And I was just despairing. I was asking for a way. In fact, I almost enrolled with a different network marketing company, one that sort of specialized in skincare, when God presented this opportunity to me via a Facebook message thread. I never was even on Facebook. It was crazy that I saw the opportunity. I dove in on the 4th of July weekend, and I worked my way through a new coach training. And here I am today, now able to earn a 6-figure income from home via very hard work. Kara will do an income disclaimer later when she talks about how we earn, because it certainly is not some get-rich-quick scheme. No, not at all. So we are going to tell you about our business opportunity tonight. We're also going to tell you about other opportunities to work with us if you're not interested in things business. So I'm going to turn it over to Jake. He's going to introduce himself, and he's just going to start off by telling you what we do as coaches.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Jake, as Ellen said. Thanks for the quick intro. I live in Sonoma, California. I do this part-time. So I actually work at a winery 3 days a week. And then the rest of the time I spend doing Beachbody coaching. Sorry, there's the dog noise you probably heard the warning about. I do Beachbody coaching part-time. I help out at an animal shelter twice per week. And then the rest of the time I literally hang out with my dog and have time for myself and go on hikes and fun stuff like that. So it's the first balance I've ever had in my life. And so as Ellen said, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we do as Beachbody coaches, okay? So there's a lot to it, but if I had to break it down into 3 categories, it would be nutrition, exercise, and accountability, okay? So I'm going to go through these real quick. The nutrition side is super important, obviously. we actually have some programs that focus specifically on nutrition. So the most recognized program is the 21-Day Fix. There's also the 21-Day Fix Extreme. There is the Ultimate Reset, the 3-Day Refresh. There's a few that are just nutrition focused, depending on what it is our client needs most. We also have nutritional supplements. So the most recognized is called Shakeology. It's basically a superfood packed protein shake with all kinds of exotic vegetables and fruits and digestive enzymes and pre and probiotics, all kinds of great things for our insides. We have performance line stuff, so like pre-workout options, post-workout options. Whatever our client needs most, we have a nutritional supplement that we can supply them, okay? So moving on to the exercise portion, almost all of our Beachbody programs are exercise focused. They do have nutrition programs associated with them, but some of them are geared more towards exercise. So most are designed to be done at home. They can obviously be done in the gym as well. Anything you can do at home, you can do in a gym. Generally ranging to, I'd say on average, about 30 minutes per day, limited space and equipment required. So basically, you can either put in a DVD if you still use DVDs, or you can log on to Beachbody On Demand. It's similar to Netflix. You press play on whatever workout you want to do, and you just follow along. Super simple. You can do it on your phone, tablet, smart TV. I use a Fire Stick, an Amazon Fire Stick. You can take it anywhere you go. It's super awesome, okay? The last part, accountability. So this is a big one. We are basically, as coaches, we provide what the program cannot, and that's the human interaction. That's the accountability and the motivation and the support behind what they are doing, okay? So I always use the example of New Year's Eve, in which people come out New Year's Eve gangbusters, ready to make a transformation. They're super self-motivated at this point. And for the first week or two, they stay on track and do a great job. But once their self-motivation starts to fade away, that's where it's really important to have someone there keeping them on track. So that's what we do. We basically help them, stay on track, as I said, problem solve, keep them motivated. And it's usually done by a challenge group, which is basically plugging in all of our clients into an online community. And so we're not only there as coaches, but they all also have peers working together on the same program, or potentially various different programs, but working towards a similar goal, and that's improved health and fitness. Okay. So before I pass it on, I'm going to share with you, Beachbody is basically laid out what they call 4 vital behaviors to success as a coach. So I'm going to explain these to you real quick to give you a better idea as to what we do, and then I'll pass it on to Nick, who's up next. The first vital behavior is called product of the product. So what does this mean? It basically means that we're utilizing the things I just talked about. We're utilizing our exercise programs, we're utilizing our nutrition programs, and our nutritional supplements, okay? So basically, we as people are showing that our products work by leading by example, okay? The next one is called personal development. So while the product of the product is really designed for physical transformation, the personal development side is a little more emotional, mental, basically just strengthening us as people. So this can be done various different ways. Everyone's different. I personally listen to a ton of podcasts. There's YouTube information that's out of this world. There's TED Talks, obviously, good old books. Listen to a lot of books on tape. So whatever the source, it's basically designed to improve a positive mindset, improve determination, self-confidence, belief in ourselves, all of the things that'll make us better people and therefore better coaches and leaders to our team, okay? So that's personal development. Number 3 is recognition. So basically, this is just celebrating victories. They could be small victories or large victories. It's recognizing people for hard work, for achieving goals, whatever the case may be. And just the simple act of recognizing someone for their hard work makes them want to work even harder and continue on in the future, okay? The last one is the reason you guys are here. You were invited. So what do? We reach out to people that we know. We create loving connections with people that maybe we've just met recently. We build trust, and if there's an opportunity to present something to someone that might benefit from it, we do. So that's the basic format. We, as a team, we think there should actually be a 5th vital behavior, and that's called live events. We're actually shipping off to one here in 2 weeks, I think. And basically, they're events in which coaches from all over the country get together. with a lot of the corporate celebrities, basically celebrity trainers. We can do workouts with the trainers. There's seminars, forums, conferences. It's super fun, a lot of team building, a lot of motivation. So we think that's important. That's vital behavior number 5, I'll say it. Okay. I've been talking enough. I'm going to pass it to Nick. He's going to tell you a little bit about what you can expect from our team if you do decide this is for you. So thank you.
Thanks, Jake. What's up, guys? Like Jake said, my name's Nick. I hail from Topeka, Kansas, so not quite the Pacific Northwest like the rest of our team. I'll tell you how that all came about in just a second, but first I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I am a husband. I am almost going to be a dad soon to twins, coming up very soon, hopefully 10 more weeks. We're praying for 10 more weeks, but could be any day. We'll be 28 weeks tomorrow, so who knows? I'm also a full-time industrial engineer, so I do this pretty part-time. I just graduated with my MBA in December, and so my wife was going through that with me as well, and we decided we weren't busy at all anymore, so we decided to have 2 babies instead of 1. So I was an athlete growing up, got into college, and kind of fell off the wagon as far as, working out, going to basketball practice every day, that kind of stuff, and realized I needed to find a solution. So I started doing P90X, fell in love with the workouts, and eventually got into the workforce, needed something quicker, found P90X3, which is 30 minutes, and was a customer lead to Ellen. And we'll go over that as we get in, but I was basically given to her as a customer, and she told me about the coaching opportunity, and here I am. So I'm going to talk now a little bit about what you can expect from our team if you do decide to take this opportunity as far as training and support that you would get from us. So with our team, we actually treat new coaches almost like they're a new employee at a big corporation. We'd give you like a checklist of things that you need to complete, kind of like a corporation would do on your first day. Like they might say what to wear, what meetings you're going to have for that week. It just gets you off and rolling, and that's what we're going to try to do in the beginning. We're going to have a lot of hand-holding for you just to make sure you hit the ground running. So similar to like organizational onboarding, we're going to have what we call a getting started right call. And this could be just something just like this, like a Zoom call where we meet with you one-on-one. We take you through the basics. We'll show you your back office and what all Beachbody provides you to get you started. It might just be a phone call that we just get on and chat with you and see where your comfort level is as far as the basics. And we just want to make sure that you're comfortable with what you're going to be doing moving forward. The next thing we'll get you into is called Business Starters Academy. And this is our new coach training that we provide for our coaches. We start that the first Monday of every month. And it's run on a private group via Facebook, which is really nice because you kind of get to go through this basically with like a training pool. Like you have usually 5 or 6 or 7 other new coaches that are starting with you in the month. And so it's a great place to ask questions and learn a little bit of material about what makes a successful coach. And there's not really a dumb question to ask because everybody's so new. So it's a really safe space to learn the basics. We also have other team trainings that we provide, like how to invite. We'll do a training on that. We'll do a training on how to run effective social media, since we are kind of in attraction marketing. And then we have team calls every Monday that we have basically to touch on a topic that is important to our team, important to being a good Beachbody coach. And we just show up and meet with each other just like this on Zoom and cover important material that'll help us get better as people. So a lot of those, the team calls we do every Monday, and everybody's invited to those. The other 2 trainings, the social media training and invitation training, those are a little more specialized, and they're more like as you get ready. We definitely want to get your feet wet first and get you up and going first. But those are trainings that you can expect to meet along the way. So one thing I want to say before I pass it off to Ellen is that it's a pretty complicated business, or it can be a complicated business. There's a lot of stuff you can learn. There's tons of YouTube videos and trainings and all kinds of different things that you can plug into. But you're never on your own. Like, we have this great team culture, great atmosphere. You can ask questions on our team page, and within 20 minutes, you'll probably have 15 answers to your question. It's just a really great environment to be a part of. And in the beginning, when you're first starting, it's as simple as those 4 vital behaviors that Jake talked about. So it can be broken down to really 4 simple things, and then you kind of go from there. So Beachbody also gives you an online office. It's full of training material that you can capitalize on. You can dive into that and learn more about how corporate teaches things. And the best thing about training is that you get to do it on your own time. So we put you through this Business Starters Academy, but you get to pick when you go and you learn all the material and when you do your assignments. So it's not like we're standing over your desk making sure you're doing it from 8 to 5. It's like you get to do it whenever you want, and that's one of the major benefits of being a Beachbody coach. And I'm going to let Ellen talk a little bit more about that.
All right. Yeah, I'll take it from there. So like Nick just said, you are your boss when it comes to running this business. If you decide to run a business, and we run the gamut from coaches that enroll for just the discount that you can receive as a coach. I should mention that if you're active military, you can have a free coach account. And so some people, we do receive a 25% discount. So that can be substantial just on a recurring order of Shakeology. So we have coaches that enroll just for the discount. And then we have coaches that enroll because they kind of like they have people interested in doing what they're doing because they're already proof that the products work. So people are already asking them like, gosh, what's working for you? I want to do that. And they're like, okay, I don't mind making a little bit of supplemental income while I help some people. I just love helping people. I want to run challenge groups. And then we have people like Kara and I, where this has really become our full-time gig. And we're very much trying to run a big business. So it's the whole spectrum, and there's no right or wrong way. It's you do you. And you don't work for, like Nick is a personally sponsored coach of mine. And, we never touched on how you ended up with me. Am I supposed to do that? Yes, I probably am. Don't let me forget. But he doesn't work for me. So I'm not his boss. Unfortunately, I don't get to boss him around. What we do like to do as good uplines to our coaches is we do like to mentor, encourage, recognize them according to their own interests and goal setting with this opportunity. So if someone tells me they just want to get their product the cost of their product covered, that's how I'm going to encourage them to work. If someone tells me they'd like to make a supplemental $1,000 a month, that would change the life of their family, I'm going to mentor them to how I believe they should structure their week, their day, their month to make that $1,000 a month supplemental income, et cetera, et cetera. So I love the flexibility of you do you. You set your own hours. You can work from home. You can work at night if you're a night owl. You can get up early before your kids wake up and get your workout in, your power houring, we call it, done before the day begins. You decide what to wear. You can wear sweatpants to work. You can be home with your kids. That's really appealing to some moms, is to have that opportunity. Or maybe you work full time, but you'd like someday to get out of that particular full-time job that you're in. You're not going to be able to replace that income overnight with this opportunity, but you could build something significant and substantial slowly in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years with this opportunity by giving it an hour a day, power pockets of time here each week and there. And then getting to the point where maybe you can fire your boss someday if that's your goal. But that's not all of our goals. Some of the people on the team love their full-time job and have no desire to ever leave it. You can create a passive residual income. Kara will touch on that when she talks about how to earn. We can earn trips. So I've been able to go on a Caribbean cruise, free and paid for. I've been able to go we just went to the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. In fact, there's still like white sand in my house and in my suitcase. It's awesome. I don't even want to vacuum it up. And we can earn those trips for free. The company, of course, wants to incentivize you to do well. Like they want you repping and selling their products. They want you taking care of their customers. At the end of the day, no one is successful with Beachbody unless people are losing weight, feeling better, having higher energy. No one. We're not successful monetarily. We're not successful. It's all about helping people succeed. I love that. You do not have to be good at sales. In fact, I say every time we do one of these webinars, I frankly hope you're not good at sales. I hope that you're one of these people, because this is the kind of people that we are, that are like, oh, I don't want to be salesy and icky and pushy and slimy and post about, have my whole Facebook page turn into some kind of like marketing, thing. That's not how we operate. We believe that if these products or this opportunity, if we can all say that it's positively affected our life with this X, Y, and Z, if we have a story, if we can all honestly say that we're better off because of Beachbody's products, programs, or the business opportunity, or a combination thereof, then we have a solution. Just like I told you guys, I was losing my house. Debt collectors were calling. So guess what? I found a solution. So I have something to offer. I have something to offer people that are looking for a job. And I have something that I know works. And I know how to do it because I did it. So just like if someone was to say, I lost, Danae was able to kick 12 prescriptions and kick smoking and lose a ton of weight because of our programs and products and our culture and our team. She's got solutions for people. She has a story. So that's how we quote unquote sell. We authentically walk our talk. Okay. So I'm just going to wrap on the benefits with saying you don't need to have any inventory. So we have like really, really low enrollment. Like it's really, really not expensive to jump on this bandwagon. We will touch on that specifically between Kara and I as we close out this webinar tonight. Lastly, I'm going to say this, and then I'll turn it over to Kara on how to earn. Piggybacking off of what Jake said, and what Nick reiterated about it boils down to just these 4 vital behaviors that you're working on yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit. You are, as part of this team and this company, you are surrounding yourself with people that sharpen you, that want the best for you, and you are working daily on being the best version of yourself. Will you be perfect? No. None of us even pretend to be perfect with one in front of each other. But we are working on being the best versions of ourselves every single day. And I can honestly say that I'm more fit, I'm healthier, I have better habits, I'm a better mom, I'm a better wife, I'm more proud of myself, I'm a businesswoman now because of aligning myself with this company. So it really is about becoming the best version of you. Okay, Kara, will you take us through how to earn?
Yes, thank you. So I am Kara. I live in Springfield, Oregon, and I've been married 13 years. I have a 7-year-old son, and I work part-time during the school year as an educational assistant, and then I also work part-time as a fitness instructor, and then that other part-time fits into my Beachbody life, Beachbody coaching life. So now let's talk about how we earn money. And whether we want to admit this or not is that money really does control our life, and it controls our decisions because it just is what it is. Money to me equals freedom. And it drives us in a lot of our decisions, financial decisions, emotional decisions. And that is one of the reasons why people join as a Beachbody coach, because they know that they can have freedom with money. And that is one of the things that if that's what you're working for, then you obviously can get that. So one of the things I like to talk about is before I quit my corporate job, which was almost 7 years ago when my son was born, I never thought about the fact of what would happen if my boss came to me and said, Kara, thank you for your almost 10 years of service. We do not have your position anymore. Did I have a plan B? Did I have money in the savings? Did I know what I was going to do? I just took for granted that job was going to be there every single day. And lucky for me that it was, and I had, the opportunity to have that job, but what if it wasn't? So what if your boss came to you and said that? Would you have a plan B? Do you know what to do? Do you have money in the bank? Could you live? Could you provide for your family? And that's one of the things is if you want to fire your boss, then you spend that extra hour a day, that really important hour of your day, building the business on your side, on the side, so that you can say, I am more confident that I have this in my back pocket and I want to run with this, or I want that security. But most people in general are really living paycheck to paycheck. And that saddens me, knowing that this opportunity is out there for us. And also money drives our self-esteem. It really does. So as we get more confident and as we grow our business, our self-esteem grows, which circles back around to our personal development. So here's an example that I wanted to use for you. And I don't necessarily like to disclose my income as a fitness instructor, but I am, because it's important to me for you to know the difference. So when I go to teach a group fitness class, we can make anywhere between $25 and $30 an hour, which doesn't include the prep time, doesn't include the drive time, and then any other, time. If somebody orders Shakeology through me, this is what we call the residual income, I get $32.49. So let's just say $33. That's for every person that orders. So I'm going to spend my money over here building my Beachbody business, my clients and my coaches, as opposed to running around town trying to get, bring home a whopping $20. That's better for me. That's better for my family. And I'm not that good at math, but it seems to be the better deal. And you can start your own business. You can be the CEO of your own business for under $200. That is the investment for you to say, I'm going to run with this. Do you know how much it takes to open a gym or, to open your own business? It's a ridiculous amount of money. So, and then as in regards to earning money as a coach, we earn money on commissions, as I briefly mentioned on Shakeology. So as a client orders from you, every time they order on the auto ship, or what we call home direct, it's $32.49. We get paid weekly every Thursday. Then any other products that they order, we have the Beachbody Performance line. If they order a DVD, you're getting that commission. That's one way, but it's not the only way to earn money. And the way to earn money is to share this business and duplicate yourself and be passionate about what you do, because as you're passionate and you bring clients on and you bring coaches on, they're passionate and they get results. And then, as you can see, it's the trickle down effect, because that creates the tribe and that creates your team. And as you grow and your team grows and then their team grows, that's where the money is building your team and building your tribe. So briefly, before we go on, this is our income disclosure. So Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Each coach's income depends on his or her own skill, efforts, diligence, and skill. You just need some skill to make money. But that's the thing. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you. And the person that you sign up with is here to help you. You don't just sign up and then, have a good time. Good luck with that. So again, misconception that it's all made from retail sales. It's not. A lot of that is really made from your team. As you grow a team, you also get something that we call team cycle bonus, which can be a really big chunk of your income. But I touched on that. That's really just about being passionate and that trickle down effect. So rather than go into really deep detail on how that works, we want you to just confide with the person who invited you to talk about more of how that works. And Ellen also touched on this as money. And I tell my coaches this too. If you want your Shakeology paid for, then you just need to tell me and we'll tell you how to make $100 a month. If you want $300 to make a car payment, we'll tell you how to do that and give you ideas on how to do that and how you build that. And if you're like, okay, I want to fire my boss and this is how much I need to make it work, then we help you do that. So as you can see, there's lots of gamuts from way down here to your product to way up here to endless potential. It's exciting because multi-level marketing, or what we call multi-level sharing, has a better reputation than it used to, and it's really the answer to a lot of people's problems: finance, fitness, health, nutrition, and even more than that. And then our tribe, our little tribes, our medium-sized tribes, and then our larger tribes. So that's all I have. Back to you, Ellen. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we don't assume that the business opportunity is something that you are interested in. It's a little safer to assume that you care about your health and fitness, because like who doesn't want to look their best and feel their best? So we also wanted to talk to you about the opportunity of partnering with us as a new client or customer or whatever challenger. We call you different things. I like to call you a client, but I just want to show you, and also for purposes of the recording, tell you how you could start there, because that's also a good place to start. Excuse me for choking. That's also a good place to start if you're kind of interested in maybe the business, but you're really not sure and you'd really like to have a transformation first. Sorry. So I want to show you what BOD is. And first, let me explain that. Like Jake said, I can't believe Jake brought up DVDs. Jake literally told you guys if you want to use a DVD, but the company used to be an infomercial business. I'm seriously going to choke to death. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. My son is right there. He's like, do you need some water? Yeah, thanks, babe. It was an infomercial business. Nobody watches TV anymore. And thank you so much. I've got a Santa Claus. See, we keep it casual here. Santa Claus water in June. What was I saying? Infomercial. We were an infomercial business. We were also a DVD business. Well, those things are really a thing of the past. So Carl Deichler, our CEO, as agile and business-minded as he is, adapted to the culture today. Notice Hollywood videos those days are gone. Businesses are changing. Shopping malls are being shut down. It is an online world. We can run an online business. People can do fitness online now. So he has created what he expects to be in every household across the country. We already have 1 million plus BOD subscribers. It's all new. It's all access. It's every program Beachbody has ever put out there and more than they ever had on DVD in this BOD All Access library. I'm going to show you really quickly what that looks like. So bear with me just a second, please. Let me click that. Click here. Click here. And can someone unmute and tell me if you can see my screen?
It's pretty grainy on my end, but I don't know if that's just my internet.
Anyone else?
Yeah, mine's a little grainy too.
Mine's a little fuzzy also.
Second here.
Well, you guys all have bad internet.
It's getting better.
Okay.
It's better now.
Okay. Bear with me. Okay. I'll try to wrap up in 5 minutes. Okay, guys? So here's a look at BOD All Access. I really want to highlight a couple of things here. There's new programs. If you have a BOD account, as the company adds 3-4 new programs per year, they just automatically populate in your library. You don't have to spend any more money. They're just there. I wanted to show you that we have yoga. We have country line dancing. We have a cooking show. I'm trying to show you the diversity here. We have serious, hardcore weightlifting. We have nutrition focused, as Jake mentioned. We've got, of course, all the P90Xs. We have programs that are 10 minutes long. We have programs that are 90 minutes long. We have Tai Chang, which someone who, basically has trouble even balancing, maybe your senior population. Eventually, at some point, our baby boomers, that's going to be a great program there for them. We have a maternity program. We have a kids and family program. We've got yoga booty ballet. We've got something for type 2 diabetes. We've got something for everyone. Up here, this is like where I would direct someone that if I didn't know right away what a client of mine wanted to do, I'd have them go through and fill out this, basically it's a test to see what will be a great program for them. What's their fitness level? They would do this themselves. How much time do they have to work out each day? What are they looking for? Well, cardio, well, muscle building. You can click 2 boxes. And then do you have a trainer that you specifically really want to work with? Say you really like Sean and you really like Shalene. Well, it's telling you based on what I just filled out that Turbo Jam would be the best program for you. But if you don't care what trainer it is, you have all of those programs. So let me go back. Oops, I did not mean to go that far back. I'm so sorry. I want to show you a couple more things. Particularly around the way nutrition works with us. So 21 Day Fix has become a really go-to favorite of mine just because I happened to do a lot of working out in the gym. And I find that a lot of my clients just like to adopt these short workouts that have a really dialed in nutrition program. However, like Jake mentioned, all of our programs have a specific meal plan associated with them. So here's the workout list. So our clients can see that, look, they're going to need a dumbbell. That's why that little icon is there. The workout is 30 minutes long, and they push play. And if I had more time, I'd push play and just show you a little bit of a workout. But we are very out of time, so I'm going to skip that part and show you some things that I think are a little bit more important. When I look at the program materials, I just wanted to touch on the fact that a lot of our programs are in Spanish, like this one. And it tells you where to start. It really guides you through it. It shows you a workout calendar so that you know exactly what you're supposed to do each day. Although your coach, if you're in a challenge group, is telling you and posting that information as well. We have the food list. So when you order Bod All Access, you receive the portion fix. That's these color containers shown at the bottom right. Those come to your doorstep, and they represent different food groups and your macros. So it's green is vegetables, purple are your fruits and berries, red is your protein. Protein is a macronutrient. Yellow is a macronutrient. That's your carbohydrate. Fat is a macronutrient. Your healthy fats are blue. Your orange container, like seeds and nuts, and then your spoon, your olive oils and your nut butters and stuff like that. So notice that so carbs are of interest to very many of us. And I should say that these nutrition plans, this one in particular, is very low carbohydrate and high protein, just to give you a general sense of what the nutrition is like. And it's portion controlled, so it's teaching people what to eat, when to eat, and how much to eat, because typically Americans are eating too much quantity. It lists what is an acceptable food for that container size in order of best choice to worst choice, but all are approved. So you'll notice your breads, like your whole wheat pancake and your whole wheat bagel and your whole wheat tortilla, those are at the bottom of the list. They're approved, but they're not as good as the ones at the top of the list. So super, super simple. It's just like nutrition simplified. I almost said simplified. There's a vegan-friendly plan. Okay, so there's more I wanted to share with you. There's a specific formula that your coach will take you through, or you'll go through yourself, that customizes your container and your calorie plan for you. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. It is a custom meal plan, and you'll fill out the formula shown here to ascertain how much you're supposed to eat each day. I wanted to show you program materials. I wanted to show you exclusive online toolkit. There's a challenge tracker app as shown right here. It's a free app. And if you're when you're doing the portion fix, it just makes tracking super, super simple. If you wake up in the morning and you have asparagus and 2 eggs, you will click on a green and you'll click on a red, and it'll reduce how many of those containers you have left that day. It's so simple. We also have this meal planner worksheet, which is fantastic. I mean, the tools are just almost over the top. So you can, you know your calorie target. You can literally pre-plan. We have so many tools. This sample meal plan is mind-blowing. I actually didn't know it was there until recently, but you'll be in a calorie bracket. So if $1,200 to $1,499 is your calorie bracket, you have meal plans that you can actually use if you don't want to put together your own meal plan according to your, because some people like to create their own meal plan based on their calories. But look at this, you guys. Here is literally a no-cook meal plan. Like, I don't know, maybe, I know there's people out there that like to cook, but I'm not one of them. So this is awesome to me that there's a no-cook meal plan. All right, so I think that is all I wanted to show you on that front. Are you guys still there? My Zoom is being weird. Yes?
We're still here.
Okay. There you are. Stop share. Okay. Okay. So in conclusion, Kara had mentioned that it's $200 to start. Not if you already have purchased a challenge pack with us. Then it's free. Then you can enroll for $39 and get a refund on that $39, because anyone who's ever bought a challenge pack, they let enroll to be a coach for free. There's a couple of options. If you want to jump in with Shakeology and bought all access, it's actually $160, Kara, because it's on sale right now until August. So it's the deepest discount you're ever going to get on that bundle, and that is a year's worth of BOD and a month's worth of Shakeology. That is the best deal, whether you're enrolling as a coach. Sasha just put in the chat that there's no time limit on the upgrade. Oh, I see. She's asking, is there a time limit on the upgrade? No, there is not a time limit, kind of. There's zero time limit. If you bought a challenge pack in 2012, the second you decide to become a coach, you can get that $39 coach enrollment reimbursed. But the second you enroll as a coach, you have 30 days to get your refund. So the time limit starts the second you enroll as a coach. Good question, Sasha. Thank you. So it's $160 to start with one of us as a customer, client, challenger, whatever you want to call yourself. It's $160 if you want to enroll as a coach. And even then, you're a challenger. I'm a challenger. We're working on ourselves. We never stop that. We never stop being authentic and trying to grow. So I guess just in closing, it's an investment. Even as a coach, it's an investment of about $4 and some change a day. $3.50 of that you're consuming as a meal. So it's really a dirt cheap business opportunity that you don't have to invest a lot of inventory, and you do have to put some, you will be challenged, and you will grow. If you really want to have great things happen with this business, it will challenge you, and it will be hard, and it does take hustle, but you have a really supportive, loving team to work with you on it. It doesn't take any type of person, so don't discount yourself because you don't think you fit the mold. There is no mold. All you would need to do is reach out to whoever invited you and say, I'm ready to get started. And we'll show you how. So thanks again for joining, for sharing your valuable time with us. We're here for you. I'll upload the recording into the event. And we look forward to working with you. All right, you guys.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.